keep an eye on that, Holly. On the return, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. First play of this drive. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Gets a hand in there.
As a defender, you always want the interception, you want the big play, but I love it when guys go, and you could tell, they're trying to bat the football down. They see it in the air. They know they can't catch it, know they can't make a play, but they make sure the receiver can as well. Nice play.
Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This offense has it with really good field position. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The Hurricanes looking to convert on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Converts on fourth down, still going. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a crease. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Right side, it's Richardson. Makes a grab and room to run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Good, strong tackle. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Richardson. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense all over him.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Working that left side now. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run with Brown. And he's in! Touchdown, Louisville! The extra point here would tie the game.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got the first down. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and getting them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Run inside. It's Compton. Nowhere to go.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
3rd and long right here. Motion from the back. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Good right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll start on the ground with Brown. breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Could not make his way to the corner.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that run.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keeps slinging it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Left side is Skinner. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Cardinals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. He's looking to pass. Makes a catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And his defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Follows his blocks. It's Compton. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They give it back to him. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Mensah. A little release to the back. At the 40, there he goes. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Mensah. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Out wide left, it's Compton. Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the touchdown, Canes. And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Rashad Downs going up top. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some...
He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 22 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Mustangs on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. But this team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. They've got him corralled.
But the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here's Mensah to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Cardinals will try to pick it up on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Holds and fires. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Gonna run it. It's Fletcher.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. The give to the single back. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And they swarm him under.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Leaves it in his belly. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. That one will give them the lead. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lyle. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Lyle again. can't get him to the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. There he goes. The 40. The 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Right side, it's Lofton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. They'll move the tight end. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They move on top here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, gonna throw it. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Cardinals come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Hand off for Brown. There's a crease. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Snaps it, he has to have it. Rolls right. Unleashes one. The short hands, it's Ginter. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in, and so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end down the gut. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One more time, it's Brown. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Up and good. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Oh, he's got some... Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they grab the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He's changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Brown.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to pass on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Richardson. Touchdown, Cardinals! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And the extra point was good. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. A give to Brown. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires quickly. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The tension the intensity, the drama. The offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Fights off a defender.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes down the right side. The 20. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball.